Hey Metas, I'm probably late to the game, but I feel a lot better now and I don't feel sick anymore. Patch 2.1.3 dropped with a lot of optimizations, and there's also new content or features that were added as well, but nothing too major. So let's cover what's been added to the game and what has been optimized all in one video. By the way, I just want to point out some bad news that I will no longer be doing giveaways after September as the content creator program is changing. With no money coming in, I cannot provide these giveaways, though I'll still be making content for the game regardless, just no giveaways. Thanks to all my viewers that have entered in all of these giveaways here, and all those prizes have been sent. Hopefully in the future, I'm able to get some funds in to host these giveaways again. Here's my last September giveaway video here, so if you want to enter for a chance to win the frame Dawnlight furniture set, submit those entries and good luck. As for the August giveaway winners, here are the 3 winners to each video. If you see our UID, congratulations, and I'll respond to your comments in each of those videos. As a heads up, I'm taking a long vacation starting on September 17th and I'll be back early October, so there won't be any content for a while. Now for the patch notes. In addition to elites around the Star Advent crates within the Starfall Inversion servers, new elite Deviants will now spawn in the wilderness, so take them down to get rewards. I haven't found them in my Way of Winter server yet, so I'm probably not exploring enough. Next, V has always been our AI assistant, but he is now ready to serve everyone's social needs in the World Chat channel. Just know that the World Chat is visible to everyone, so be mindful of what you say, though I am not sure if this also applies to custom servers. I've been seeing individuals trying out this additional feature, but they haven't gotten a response yet, so I am not sure if this is bugged out or it's just working randomly. We've got new Wish Machine prize pools that will be available for 3 weeks. So we got Frost Abyss, which includes the weapon blueprint Abyss Glance, Doom Hunter also includes the weapon blueprint Doom Bringer, and we got Frost Threader, which includes gear blueprints such as the Stealth Walker Wrap Top, Blackstone Pants, Blackstone Gloves, and the Blackstone Mask. The new Lightforge loot crate called Astral Nexus or Astral Lattice is here for a limited time. From this content, we got the Astral Leap fashion set, which contains several animations and an effect. This is idle animation number 1, idle animation number 2, and idle animation number 3. The set also has an exclusive animation here, and a leap effect for both male and female characters, which is not loading in the store somehow. Here we have the Astral Leap headwear, the Astral Leap top, the Astral Leap gloves, the Astral Leap bottoms, and the Astral Leap shoes. We also got a Shadow Dash weapon skin for the ACS-12 shotgun, which reminds me of the colors from the Overwatch 2 character named Diva. Anyways, here's a size comparison against my character. There's also a new furniture formula called Aether Seat, which can be interacted to switch between an excited mood and a depressed mood. Other than those main ones, we have the Bunny Planet makeup, an old anecdote hat, quantum step boots, a sprinkled chocolate glazed bunny weapon charm, a 2-card black and red cradle charm, a sticker called Chill, another sticker of a pumpkin, we got haywire bottoms, a disc weapon charm, a microphone cradle charm. We have 5 sets of 20 colorful badges, and one set of 200 colorful badges. Overall, the only thing that stood out to me from this set was the Aether Sea furniture. Everything else is not clicking on me, especially the male outfit, so I'm gonna pass on this one again. And on September 17th, we're getting new shop content such as this Sunlit Hearth Furniture Pack, and the furniture can be dyed as well. We're also getting this new fashion set called Rising Nova. Again, it doesn't click on me, but if you like these, go for it. Alrighty, optimizations. First, we got permanent servers, so world merging will end and players don't have to worry about their items and bases missing anymore, hopefully. Next, the sign up cooldown rules for these servers have changed, where the cooldown starts at 12 hours and it'll grow incrementally every time you sign up for these type of servers within a month. And if you want a smooth experience, the sign up cooldown period will reset the first day of every month. Second, class optimizations. So for the Gardener, players can now choose one of 3 types of portable planter boxes they want to start off with, and I made 3 different characters so I can show y'all what each one does. We have the Scorcher planter box, so when summoned it acts like a facility allowing the player to smelt ores just like the regular furnace. Next, the Agent planter box. When summoned in a settlement, the agent will shoot at nearby enemies, but they tend to only target ground units instead of the flying ones. Last, we have the Driller planter box, so when summoned, it'll start mining a specific type of ore based on the area you're in. If I move my base somewhere else, you'll need to summon the planter box again, but now it's drilling for gravel instead of copper ore. The greenhouse core is now able to operate with boiled water or purified water, and we're able to connect water pipes with the greenhouse core to other facilities, finally. The seed breeding function for the portable planter boxes can now breed single type seeds in bulk, and they've added the ability to breed fruit seeds. There's a new pop-up window when trying to disassemble your backpack that contains biomechanical parts. We've all been there, so this is a good heads up. Lastly, the appearance of the Gardener's flower grafting had been changed as well. For the chef, any unlocked recipe under creative cooking of a single type can now be cooked in bulk, though bulk production will only be handled by the Chefrosaurus Rex deviation if you have one. If not, then you're stuck doing it one by one anyways. The Gourmet Atlas recipes can be crafted immediately if all the conditions are met. The devs optimize the display of dish bonus attribute values, where the final bonus attribute values will now be highlighted. There's a new mimetic formula called Fruit Soda, where you can use any fruit to make soda, but the fruits will have different effects. Blueberries reduces your hydration rate by 5%, contaminated blueberries reduces sanity by 10%, hawthorn berries does nothing, oranges reduces your energy depletion rate by 5%, bananas gives you an extra +5 stamina, grapes reduces your gliding stamina cost by 5%, apples recover 1% of your sanity per second based on the new patch notes, and coconut increases your stamina recovery speed by 5%. Also, if you haven't noticed, the mimetic formula for the orange and blueberry sodas have been removed, though if you made those previously before this patch, they will not be affected. Lastly, due to popular demand for sanity recovery during combat, the developers have adjusted the effects of 3 ingredients that offer continuous sanity recovery. We have apple that now recovers 1% of your sanity per second, goat milk recovers 3% of your sanity per second, and we have deviated mushrooms that recovers 3% of your sanity per second, though I cannot seem to find a food item that allows me to use deviated mushrooms like the other 2. And for the Beastmaster, they've optimized the following or teleporting status of summoned animals in certain situations. So when you're about to ride a vehicle, your animal will automatically be returned to you instead of you leaving it behind. They've optimized the display of animal information within your territory, so now we can view our animal's habits and preferences on the Animal Details panel. Lastly, they've optimized the combat performance of bears, wolves, and other larger animals. They will no longer block bullets, but this update will not apply to PvP scenarios. I just tested this out, but somehow my bear is still blocking bullets on a regular Manibus server. Territory optimizations. The developers made it easier for us to relocate, where the system will no longer strictly check if every foundation is touching the ground. Instead, it'll automatically use the foundation closest to the ground as a support point, and it'll adjust the entire structure to fit. After you place it, you can also manually adjust the structure to fit the terrain at the new location, which I cannot seem to do. Outdoor facilities will no longer be removed when relocating, which is a huge win especially for facilities like our water pumps. This means my builds here can safely be relocated without me having to build water pumps below. And due to the new extreme weather feature in the Way of Winter scenario, players will no longer die within their own territories, at a campsite, or in a neutral zone. Game mode optimizations. First, the performance of the Airplane Ancient One event has been improved. It's been a while since I last did that event, but I guess I'll give it a go to see what changed. Second, players have been reporting that the drops from Deep Dreamers were hard to reach, therefore the developers have increased the interaction distance of those drops. And third, for the hidden morphic crates within the Endless Dream scenario, the crate rewards have been adjusted where only players that have participated in the kill of the morphic crate will receive the rewards. Any unopened loot crates will disappear about half an hour later. For trade optimizations, players found it difficult to find their own vending machines within the Harvester's Market, so the developers added a green icon on the full map and the mini map to make it easier to locate. As for all of the raid zone optimizations, I haven't been playing it fully and it's another game mode, so I won't cover the details in this video. For all general optimizations, after receiving a lot of feedback on increasing backpack capacity, we now have 160 slots to our backpack and 2500 slots to the fashion backpack. For the shop, the developers removed the default model that came with each cosmetic theme set, so if you check the shop again and viewed any cosmetic theme, you'll notice that the character model is the same one you're using to play with. They've added a toggle for personalized recommendations, so if you turn it on, the game will suggest events and or products that you may like. The only thing I can find under game settings is this toggle on and off button here for personalized features, so I'm assuming it's this one. For the next 3 character optimizations, the female walking animation has been changed, but I don't seem to notice a difference, and that's probably because I rarely walk with my character. They've also added basic facial expression for characters idling, and will continue to add more in the future. They also changed the appearance of the character's eyelashes, but for me, facial expressions and eyelashes will never be seen because of the visor I'm wearing. For scenario optimizations, they have changed the user interface based on how information is displayed about the scenario, such as the description, scenario features, the deviations and their traits, and the map region where the scenario is in. The building feature has been greatly optimized. When you build by pressing B, you'll notice that the functional buttons have moved to the top right corner of the screen. In my opinion, I don't like this at all for some reason, and I wish there was a button to turn it off, as I already know all of the shortcuts. Also, by pressing G on a structure, it'll give you another sub-menu to switch between the material type from wood to stone and concrete, and another set of buttons to switch the prints of each one. Most likely, I'm not going to use this additional feature as I don't want more sub-menus to deal with, so I'll go back to my old ways. Also, the G feature does not show you the cost of the replacement structure material and only shows you the durability. They've added 3 new fruit tree seeds, which are apples, bananas, and coconuts. Even though they grow longer, we can continue to harvest them without replanting. Currently, these trees will not produce deviated fruits, but the developers are working on improvements. The build menu have been greatly improved where everything have their own set of categories based on its functionality. Same goes for the furniture, where they also have their own categories and they're all separated by rarity colors. Lastly, water tanks act like other storage containers where your fishes can now be used for crafting without ever having to take them out of the water tank. In Eternaland, they've added an island chat channel where users can communicate to each other with ease, and players can now share their island code with friends on the mobile device as well. To help you find items to redeem, they have consolidated all of the redeemable items from all shops into one screen. Simply press F3, go to Redemption Shop, and you can click on each category, making it easier for all of us to redeem the items we want. This prevents players from having to go through submenu after submenu trying to find the things they want to spend on. Also, they've added a drop-down token list of all the tokens you currently own, like Starcrom, Christian, Energy Links, and Mitsuko's marks. Reporting players have been easier, where you can simply press left alt and P on the computer. Also, the violation categories have more subcategories to choose from based on the report you're submitting. If you don't like the shortcut, you can always assign it to your functional wheel menu as well. Alrighty, so the rest are bug fixes, and I'm glad they're still fixing issues in the game. Anyways, I hope this video was in-depth enough for you to understand what has changed from the patch notes. Thanks for tuning in, and August winners, I'll give you the prizes when I come back in October. I hope everyone enjoyed the next Lunar Oracle event on September 24th, and I'll see y'all in the next video when I come back. Lates!